So what's happening is Labour's saying that the Tories announced policies that they didn't have the money for, and they're starting to axe them. And one of them is a thing to make shoplifters have jobs, or no, do community service.
Which I think is a fantastic idea.
Well, you wanted them jailed a minute ago.
Well, no, I never said I wanted shoplifters jailed.
Oh.
I said I wanted people who committed crimes like rape and assault and who are violent. I want them jailed. However, I think if you're a shoplifter, I think working in the community is a great thing. It's saying things like they'd ask them to repair fences, clean and graffiti, work in charity shops. Great idea.
Every 10 years we get the suggestion, and this happened under Blair and Brown and Theresa May, that they'll have to wear pink. So we know, and it never, ever happens.
That's not the point, though. The point is Yvette Cooper has now scrapped this scheme.
Got no money.
Because there's no money, she says, which is nonsense, as we know. There is money. But anyway, she says there is no money. This is not an expensive scheme. So what that basically means is kind of what Darryl referred to before. If you're a shoplifter and you are nicking 50 quid's worth of stuff a week from your local shop, you're now going to nick more than that because there is no punishment for shoplifting.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's probably true to say. I think shoplifting has almost been decriminalised. I think it has. And I think that a scheme like this is a good idea. It's a shame it's been scrapped. It's probably a damning indictment of where we find ourselves financially that it's been scrapped. I'm sure it's not what Yvette Cooper wanted to do, but probably felt had no other option. It's kind of a great example of community punishment, community rehabilitation that saves putting people into prison. But, and I have to make this point, you're going to hate me, I'm sorry, but we have to be, if we're going to be tough on shoplifting, we have to be tough on the causes of shoplifting. We have to fix some of the reasons that people feel compelled to, or what leads to crime in the first place. No, hang on a minute. I'm not going to claim that everybody who's shoplifting is trying to get some bread for their child. Quite a lot of it is organised crime, but there is a demand. There is a black market demand for supermarket goods, and we need to solve that problem.
You're probably not old enough to remember, but I as a kid, I grew up in a mining village. We had no money. My mother had 3 jobs. There were times we ate very little, and I'm not talking about, but we always had vegetables, but we did not eat well at certain times. Now, never in my mother's life would she think about stealing. Neither would my father think about stealing. It was completely against it was not in their DNA to steal. And if anyone was going to steal, there would have been a justification for those 2 people to steal, and they didn't. So please don't tell me that poor people feel compelled to steal, because they don't.
That's great, but it's not representative of everybody's situation, is it? And like I say,
because some people don't have the moral thing. Crime
doesn't happen by accident. You know, there are causes to crime. There are reasons that people commit crime. And I'm not justifying those people who shoplift. I am saying that there is a reason, there is a thread.
Sometimes it's because they can't be bothered.
It might be greed, it might be need. We don't know.
Whatever it is, you don't steal.
Understood. Yeah, all right. Gosh, I'm tempted to come back on that thing because I don't know whether there was shoplifting in the 1900s.
There was rather a lot of shoplifting.
I wasn't around in the 1900s.
I wasn't meaning that was your time frame.
By the way,
that's the second reference to my age.
No. Well, the first one it didn't come off at all.
There was lots of shoplifting and lots of crime in your era. I'm so sorry. If you weren't aware of it, fine.
I was very much aware of it.
Fine.
And as I was growing up and as I became a junior reporter in the North East, which was poor, I was very aware of it. People weren't stealing, they were doing other things, but they weren't stealing in the way that...